I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly.
And welcome to our Ask Mom series on
embarrassment.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I'm turning red.
So typically, when at any age, any party you go to, one of the things that people might ask you is, what was your most embarrassing moment? So we all have one. Am I right?
That's a very good point. No one's going to leave this life without dozens of them.
Embarrassing moments, yeah. And so you want to make sure that yours is good enough where people go, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing.
Because you want a great story.
Yeah, it's all about the story.
That's one way to look at it.
Right?
Right.
But in the moment, there might be other things that are affecting
it. Might be kind of too embarrassing, and you just think, oh my gosh, how am I going to recover? And when you become a teenager, it becomes the thing you try to avoid more than anything else, being embarrassed. Because frankly, almost everything embarrasses you. You're embarrassed by the fact that you have parents. Not even what they do, but that you even have them. You're embarrassed by your siblings. You're embarrassed because of things you do. You're embarrassed because of the way someone looked at you or said something to you. You know, almost everything embarrasses you.
Right.
So we're going to talk about just some healthy ways to look at embarrassment and how to walk through it, because we're all going to have it, so learn how to do it as well as you can.
Exactly.
Right? So what I think is that since embarrassing things are going to happen to you, the best thing you can do is learn how to walk through it gracefully when it does, and not be so fixed and focused on what the moment is, because there are very few embarrassing moments that other people are going to remember forever. You'll always remember most of your embarrassing moments, but other people aren't going to remember most of your embarrassing moments.
If it's a really good one, you might, because I've actually told other people's embarrassing moments of people that I haven't even met before. That's how good their embarrassing moment was.
Wow, that is good. Well, hopefully none of you will have any of those. And if you do, hopefully you'll be able to laugh along with it.
Yeah,
because it brought others laughter. So, okay, here's a rule of thumb. If you do something that is embarrassing and it's because you did something wrong, like you said something in a moment that maybe was hurtful to somebody else, but you thought it was kind of funny or a joke and you didn't really intend to hurt anyone, but you did, the very best thing you can do in that situation is stop yourself from running away. Because your first instinct when you are very, very embarrassed is you just want to get out of there. You just want to hide. You want to flee. But that just makes it worse, because then you're always thinking about it and thinking, why did I do that? Oh my gosh, why? I'm so embarrassed. I'm so mortified. I can't believe I did that. And if you just handle it in the moment, you relieve the other person being upset. You take care of your own feelings, which, you know, maybe you behaved wrongly and you need to clear that up. And you can just let it go. You could just like stop in the moment and go, I think I really hurt your feelings and it really wasn't my intention. I am so sorry.
Or it could sound something like this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I said that. Oh my gosh, forgive me?
Yeah, that's not going to work though.
But that's how sometimes they talk.
I know it is sometimes. The way it sounds, that's not sincere. And the point of saying you're sorry is that it needs to be sincere. So then, like right then, that person feels validated, like, oh, she made other people laugh at me because of what she said. Whether she meant to or not, it hurts my feelings. So it stops her right away. She goes, oh, she took care of my feelings. She realized she did the wrong thing. So it makes her feel better. So what else could happen, Charisse, that might be embarrassing? So the things you did kind of knowingly, but it was the wrong choice. And then there's
things that we often like to talk about are periods, right? So what if you leak severely, right? That's embarrassing. That can be very embarrassing. So what would you do? You would A, cover it up. B, go get some help. C, clean up the mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sometimes too, you might be super embarrassed about it, but other people don't even see it. They're not even paying attention to that. Unless you have white pants on.
Yeah. And really, probably a lot of the girls, if girls saw it, there's going to be the heartless, mean girls. There always is. But most girls are just going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, we've been there, or we understand, or they might like laugh for a second and go, oh my gosh, yeah, I've had that experience. But all in all, they all want to forget it with you, because that's just a painful place to be, right?
Right.
And most girls are going to be thoughtful enough to feel that way.
It's definitely embarrassing, but it could happen to anyone too. So I think they all realize that.
And boys in general are pretty clueless. So they probably wouldn't even see it. Like I dropped a tampon right in front of a couple of guy friends that I had. My purse, all the contents of my purse opened up and fell out. And he was there picking up 2 or 3 tampons and other stuff and putting it in my purse. And it literally didn't even like dawn on him. He didn't, and he was a pretty clued in boy. But yeah, it was, you know, he's just picking, and I knew if he knew what that was, I mean, I'm sure he knew what it was, but if he had really registered what it was, he wouldn't have been picking them up off the ground to put them in my bag. He would have
kicked him into your bag.
Onto the lockers or something, yeah. And I can think of a lot of my own embarrassing moments that are like that, particularly period driven for some reason. And nobody ever really registered or knew, and if they did and they were laughing about it, it was certainly behind my back and I was completely unaware of it. Which, let's hope that's the way most of those embarrassing moments go. They're gracious enough not to laugh in your face about it.
Exactly.
But the main idea is don't overreact. So don't go screaming down the hallway, I've got blood on my pants.
It kind of attracts more attention to your embarrassing moment.
And even if you feel that way, suppress it.
Yeah.
Okay? Be willing to laugh at whatever the circumstances are, because embarrassment really is ultimately funny. Most of the time. And even if it's horribly embarrassing to you in the moment, it's probably still a little bit funny to you too, because you can't believe it actually happened to you.
Right. Don't lose sleep over it.
No, you gotta let it go. Don't say I'm not going to school tomorrow because it happened. You know, just relax. Nobody cares. Get help if you need it, like we said. So the period kind of thing happens, go in and, you know, tell a teacher, I need some help. You know, the nearest classroom to where you realize you're in trouble. You know, do you have something that could help me? Could you help get my stuff from my locker? Run to the nurse's office, go in there, or ask a friend right away, I need to give me your sweater, rip it off her body and throw it around. Not like if she's wearing it, but like if she has it in her arm or whatever, I need your sweater right now. And, you know, take it, wrap it around you so you can get to a bathroom. And since, like we said, everyone's human, everyone's going to have lots of embarrassing moments. So you just got to be able to move past it and then just realize that right around the corner is somebody else's most embarrassing moment. So treat them with respect. Think about how it felt to think everybody might know or might have seen or might have heard, and how that's going to be spread. And, you know, don't get out your phone and snap a picture and then send it all over Facebook or whatever. You know, be respectful of the fact that not everyone knows how to handle things like this. And don't try to overly embarrass or tell every single friend you have or whatever and try to make other people seem lower and less than and laugh at them. That's just bad.
And if it's a really good story, just change names. Just change the person's name to tell a story to protect the innocent.
We hope this gives you some ideas on how to handle your most embarrassing moments. I'm Holly.
I'm Charisse.
And thanks for tuning in to Ask Mom.